Good morning from the French Alps. Bright and early start this morning. I'm just 4 kilometers from the summit of the Cormet de Roselend. However, this video starts off back at the bottom of the descent of the Col du Pre. Over the dam at the bottom of the Col du Pre, it's the short, sharp climb of the Col de Hery, and then we join the Cormet de Roselend at this junction. In my opinion, the Roselend is the most stunning climb of this year's Etape route, and possibly one of the most beautiful climbs in the Alps. As we transit around the lake, it offers a respite before we start climbing again. On the day you'll see the riders in the distance, however this is the road. It's an average gradient of just 6.3% for the 6 kilometers to the summit, and I had a total of 382 meters of climbing on my Garmin. This side of the Roselend has to be one of my favourite climbs in the Alps, and I guess it has a special place as it's the first time we witnessed a mountain stage of the Tour de France back in 2006. Past the 4 kilometers to go board, and it's the final glimpses of the lake as we start to wind away around these rock walls. There's some sections of new tarmac on the climb. This one's so smooth I could change up a gear. From this point, the gradient is only going to get easier, so we've been through the toughest section where it peaked at 8%, and then as we approach towards the summit, we're down to 6s, 5s and even 4%. Just inside 3 kilometers to go, you come across this refuge, and there is the one and only water fountain, although I'm sure the refuge will be cashing in on Etape day. If you really are suffering in the heat, walls like this are a great place to stop. The water is going to give you a cooling blast as it's still meltwater from the snow, and you'll notice that the temperature on the bridge drops significantly. We're approaching 2,000 meters of altitude here, and if you live at sea level, maybe you'll start to notice it. Lots of cyclotourists out this morning, maybe doing the Tour de Mont Blanc. With just over a K to go, the gradient eases significantly, and hopefully for you, it's going to feel like a nice spin up to the summit. Now, as we know, YouTube only cares about subs and likes, and I'd really appreciate it if you could do both or either. Just about to reach the summit. It's been an absolutely fantastic morning. It's just coming up to 9 o'clock in the morning, so I guess this is around about the time that the front runners will be getting to the summit of the Roselend. As you can see, there's not much shade on this climb. If the sun's beating down and you're a later starter, please watch your liquids. That's it from the summit of the stunning Cormet de Roselend, and we'll see you next time on Cycling in the Alps.